like, oh, I got to have the biggest words and use the longest sentences and all that stuff.
It's not about that at all.
Not at all. It's really about sounding more natural. And I think that that's the thing that people really want to get when they want to go to that advanced level.
Absolutely.
And so we have some really great sources here today.
Yes, we do.
A bunch of articles all about this topic, about how to make your English sound more advanced. And, I think one of the things that jumped out at me was this idea of really thinking about the words you use and moving beyond like good and bad.
Yeah, like if you're describing something, instead of just saying good or bad, think about how you can make it more vivid.
Yes. And so like one of the examples that they gave was like, instead of saying, oh, that was a good movie, you could say, oh, that was a captivating movie, or it was hilarious, or...
Right, exactly. And, instead of saying the weather was bad, you could say the weather was dreadful or treacherous.
Ooh, treacherous. I like that.
Yeah, it just gives you a much more vivid image.
It does. And then they even talked about how instead of just saying like, oh, I'm happy, like, which we all say, right?
Sure.
You could say, I'm elated, I'm euphoric.
Yeah, I'm overjoyed.
Overjoyed.
Right? It really emphasizes, the intensity of the feeling.
Yes. Yes, it does.
And that's really what it's all about. It's not out just trying to use fancy words to show off.
Right.
It's about using the right word to convey the precise meaning and the feeling.
I like the precise meaning and the feeling.
That's it.
So we've got like upping our vocabulary game, right? We're thinking about more interesting words.
Right.
But then how do you even like put the sentences together like a native speaker?
Right.
Like how do they do that so effortlessly? And one of the things they talked about was idioms and phrasal verbs.
Yes, idioms and phrasal verbs are great for making your English sound more natural and fluent.
They really are. And I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize is they're like, oh, I got to know perfect grammar. I got to, conjugate all my verbs perfectly. But really, native speakers are using all these idioms.
All the time, yeah.
All the time. And phrasal verbs. And, one of the examples was like, break the ice.
Ah, yes. Break the ice.
That doesn't literally mean like get a hammer and
smash
some ice, right? It means like to ease the tension or, start a conversation.
Exactly right. So it's about understanding the cultural meaning behind these phrases.
Yes. And they said that even if you just learned a few key idioms, it can really make a big difference.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so we've got these vivid words. We're using our idioms, but then there's the structure of the sentences themselves. Like, how do we make those flow?
Well, that's where linking words come in.
Yeah.
Instead of using short, choppy sentences, you can use words like since, however, therefore, to connect your ideas and create a more sophisticated flow.